don't already know me, my name is Vernon Collett, and I'm running for Post 3 Commissioner. My wife Debbie and I have been proud Paulding County residents for 16 years. Stand up, Debbie, and let everybody see how blessed I am. Debbie and I have 3 beautiful children, Cameron, Amanda, and Ashley. We also have a wonderful church family, Bethany Christian Church. You know, I became fascinated with Paulding County back in the early 80s when I would take 278 out here to school. I was going to college at the time at Jacksonville State, and I would pass through, and I would always see the city of Dallas. And I would love knowing the name of Dallas shared the same name as a popular nighttime soap on TV. The only radio station at the time in Dallas also was WKRP. Okay, I know, I'm really telling my age here, aren't I? But how many of you out there remember Dallas? A lot of people. How about WKRP? Okay, see, I just thought it was really cool as I drove through town, seeing that Paulding County had so much in common with the folk culture at that time. So naturally, when Debbie and I decided to make our home here in Paulding County, I was excited. As my love for Paulding County grew, I wanted to get involved in the community and make a difference. I got involved in Paulding Right to Life, the community makeovers, the Samaritan's Purse, and of course, the Republican Party. Now, with your help, I'd like to continue making a difference by serving the people of Post 3 by becoming their next commissioner. I've had the opportunity to hear from people all over the county, and the one thing I keep hearing is that they're saying, is I'm upset. I feel no one's listening to my concerns. It doesn't matter if they are for or against the expansion of the airport, or if they're upset with the millions that have been spent and are still being spent on the studio. And a lot of them have not forgotten that their property tax, the millage rate, has gone up 3 times in the last several years. So they've lost faith in our county leaders. I hear from people over and over again, and they want to have a more open government. Leaders who will sit and talk with the citizens and not at them. Leaders who will take their concerns to heart. That is going to be the biggest challenge moving forward over the next few years for anyone that's elected to office. Will those leaders care? Will they listen to the people? If elected, I want to invite the people of Paulding back to the table by helping to create an atmosphere that inspires the citizens to get engaged and stay engaged with government. I will do my very best to have an open and honest relationship with the people. Not only the people of Post 3, in which I will be representing as a commissioner, but all the citizens of Paulding County. Together we can restore the faith and trust of the people in our county government. I hope you will consider me for Post 3 Commissioner on May 20th. Now you've heard from me, and I would like to take a few minutes and open up the floor and hear a few of your concerns and questions.
I have a question, Vernon. If you're elected to Post 3 Commissioner, would you work with the other commissioners to get the agenda for the Board of Commissioners meetings up in a more timely fashion? As it stands right now, we have to sign up on the Friday before by 4 p.m., but the agenda doesn't generally show up until about noon that day. We'd like a little more notice so we could study the issues and have a say.
Did everybody hear the question? Okay. Definitely, without a doubt, I would do that. That's just one thing that would help to open up the government more and let the people feel like the government's with them and not working against them. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Mr. Collett, I've got a related question to that. What about the possibility of actually moving the BOC meetings from 10 o'clock in the morning when most people can't get there to something more like 7 o'clock at night, the way it used to be?
Everybody hear his question?
I could hear.
He's asking if it'd be better to move the BOC meetings from in the morning when most people are working to at night when most people are off work. I think it's a great idea. I would not have a problem with that. I would hope that people would be engaged and would still come to the meetings, but yes, definitely, I think that's a great idea. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Vernon, you know me about a year.
Yes.
You know, I'm a businessman. What do you see the purpose, that, this is a loaded question, what do you see the purpose of a commissioner beyond representing his or her people?
Well, of course, watching over the taxpayers' dollars and seeing how they're spent, and make sure they're spent correctly, honestly, and openly. Anything else? I would like to add one thing then. My first election I voted in was 1976. It was Jimmy Carter versus Gerald Ford. I voted for Ford, and my parents had a fit. 4 years later, however, they were voting with me for a man named Ronald Reagan, who I think is the greatest president of our time. Any other questions?